Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why there's no such coaching like my coaching program because I've designed it myself, and nobody spends as much time with and on their clients like I do. True story. All information for me is below. I've been a coach for a total of 8 years. Off YouTube, I've been a coach for 7 years, mostly coaching entertainment people, comedians, actors, singers, business people, moms, stay-at-home moms, all walks of life people. But specifically on YouTube, I realized that there's so much misinformation that people could definitely use my own interpretation of how this could be manifested a lot easier than make a lot of people make it sound to be. And so this is actually why I started coaching on YouTube. I recorded a few audios. I was actually going to make this channel as my personal kind of sharing, a personal kind of like journaling of sorts on metaphysics, but it didn't quite turn out that way. Because people started asking me about things and do I want to talk about this? Do I want to talk about that? Anyway, if you want to get into coaching with me, you need to pre-book, sign the coaching agreement, and email me about when you're available for your first session. If you want to first, before booking the monthly coaching, which I recommend 2 to 3 months minimum for the full program for you to go through it in earnest. If you want to first book an hour with me and kind of go over your objectives, you can do that. I can always apply that hour towards the cost of your month. So I'm recording this because I got inspired. I was talking about, my client was talking to me about this the other day. Okay, this is how I should preface this because that's actually what happened. And she told me, if you were to teach a course on how to manifest an SP in 30 days, I bet it would really help people. I thought about this for a little bit. A few days, and I was hesitant about it. And for me, look at this. I am an all-encompassing coach. I don't just coach with SPs. I coach in every department. All right, you guys all know this, whoever has been in my coaching, etc., etc. I coach in career, I coach in health, I coach in SPs, I coach in confidence, etc., etc. So I kind of like take care of a lot of things with you. So in order to really do this well, again, 2 to 3 months in coaching. However, I started contemplating this idea, and here's how this would work, okay? This is not for somebody, okay, this course. I already added it to my website. Those of you interested can certainly, benefit from it. But I would say this is not for someone, okay, who has had a lot of trauma panorama. And you know who you are, you know your history, etc. There's some people they just have a lot of emotional stuff to go through. And that's completely understandable because there's a lot of things that have happened to you. Okay, that does not apply to everybody. Okay, so I'm talking if you don't have a lot of things to work through emotionally. Okay, and this is not about your SP specifically, this SP that you want to manifest, but in general, in your childhood, in your adolescence. Okay, I deal with a lot of people who have gone through some horrific shit. Okay, and SP is like the least of their fucking worries, but this is for somebody who is genuinely this is tailored for somebody who's just genuinely, that's the only piece that is missing in their life, okay? And overall, their life is, more or less together, okay? And this will be, again, if you need more work, it might end up more than a month, maybe a month and a half, maybe 2 months. But this is specifically tailored if you are impatient, okay? I need to put this in, okay? All the disclosures, okay? And if you solely want to zero in on your SP and get them back within 30 days or whatever. Now, I understand the impatience part. However, another disclosure would be, you cannot battle me. You cannot rebuttal my methods. You cannot rebuttal my methods, period, whatever package you choose. But in this case specifically, if you want to really do the most out of your 30 days in this package, you really need to pay attention to what the fuck I'm saying, okay? And really apply it. I'm never going to tell you what to do. But in this case, if I'm saying something, then you should pay attention. So here's the deal, also another parenthesis and disclosure. In any coaching package that you choose of mine, I work best with people who trust me, right? I've done this long enough. I'm on your fucking side like a zillion%. There's no reason for you to not trust me. I don't give a shit. Who have you dealt with before? What kind of coach? What kind of scam artist? I am not that. Okay, so the only thing, okay, I think people have against me that my intros are sometimes too long, and then I'm so fucking direct that sometimes I piss people off, but it's the truth that I'm speaking. So, I've learned, okay, I mean, off YouTube, I never had this problem because people, like, I didn't even have a fucking website, and I came pre-advertised because it was word of mouth. But I've learned that, with some people, I need to tailor it where, like, I cannot really say outright what I think right away. I need to wait a little bit till this person kind of like gathers that information for themselves, meaning draws those conclusions. But understand that I'm very straightforward, and those are the only two things I think that you will have against me. However, I will say that you need to take to heart everything I'm saying to you. And if you do precisely what I'm suggesting, not telling you, what I'm suggesting, and the kinds of feedback, the kinds of interactions that we will have, the kind of feedback that I will offer you, okay, as a solution in your case, you need to not take it offensively. You need to understand, again, that I'm on your side, and I am very much invested, just like you are, in your success. Why the fuck wouldn't I be, right? So I definitely nothing warms my heart more than somebody succeeding in my coaching, which is 90% of the time. The other 10, either the person is too sensitive, cannot deal with my personality that is direct. Again, I'm not being rude or anything, just being straightforward, okay? Or they just didn't want to do the things that I told them to. And that is the absolute truth. Okay, if you're just lip servicing me and you're showing up every single time with the same questions and you're not doing the things that I'm telling you, listen, it's your life, and everybody has choices in life, but it's up to you, essentially, is what my point is. And so this is the package I'm offering, because the truth is, okay, creating SP from scratch, or manifesting a new SP, or bringing an SP back is the easiest shit in the world. Now, you might argue with me on this point. You might say that it's not easy. Okay, maybe it's easy for me, and this is why I'm coaching, and I can make you understand that actually just about anything is easy, okay? And you will understand it if we just go through everything that we need to go through in coaching, right? But literally manifesting a person that you already know, even if they haven't behaved very well towards you, even if time has passed, even if you got divorced from them, even if, I don't care what happened, essentially. I really, really don't. And I speak from experience, because let me tell you, this exactly was my weak point up until 15 years ago. Okay, over 15 years ago now. This was my problem. Money was no problem. Being creative was never a fucking problem. Relationships were not my strong suit. And I definitely figured out how to work it. And now it's day and night. And this is why I know exactly what to tell you, how to turn this shit around. The short of it is, your confidence is not there, your insecurities are very present, and whatever it is that you're doing right now out of desperation, watching all these videos, etc., that needs to stop. That's the short of it, okay? And your confidence needs to come back. There's nothing easier than to bring somebody about. And I'll give you this example. Now, a lot of you know that I'm engaged now, but it wasn't without a story, okay? So everybody has a story. Just listen, there's no such thing as a perfect fairy tale. Let me just tell you this right now. Everybody has their situations. It's how you deal with them. If you know how to deal with them and how you fucking deal with them, right? So, it started out really well. I don't want to go into too many details, but my story started out really well. We had a hiccup that, I kind of like made me pause and made me wonder if I want this person. And in fact, we had to separate for some time. But when I decided that I definitely wanted that person back, they came back right away. So it's a decision away for you to bring your person back. I mean, even before that, I've manifested exes back, their apologies, those who I really cared about, okay, to come back and even speak to me, that I even bothered, okay, thinking about that, or you know what I mean? Because I'm the kind of person, I cannot fucking be bothered by people that I really don't want to hear from, right? So I specifically chose those people to come back and, make nice with me and all that stuff. A couple of them I'm even friendly with. So that's like a fucking accomplishment in and of itself, all right? And they, always are very courteous to me, etc., etc. But I want to give you this example because I've been, certainly been experimenting with this situation. And I want to illustrate to you how much this is at your fingertips, okay? At any given point, okay? Provided your emotional health is intact, okay? I can't stress this enough. If there is a lot of emotionality behind the breakup, if you are really unstable emotionally, then this might take longer, okay? If you're in a state where you are not as, vulnerable anymore, and you've dealt with that part, 30 days will be more than sufficient, okay? So I just want to preface that. And so I've been experimenting with this situation many, many times. And again, you have to start out with a state that's stable. And so even though this person may have, acted in a weird way, lied to you, even cheated on you, okay, with somebody else, and whatever, done you wrong, betrayed you, la la la. As long as it doesn't cross over into abuse, okay, this is your decision, always. If you want to bring them back, me personally, I'm of the opinion, leave that shit behind and move on. All right. You can always manifest an apology, but like the other day in the live, somebody asked me, what if somebody's not for you? There's no such thing. Okay. It's just a matter of if you can handle for this person to be in your life again with all those memories that you have. Okay, that's the entire thing. Because look, you can change them, but you still remember what they've done. Okay, and so are you able then to buy into them being a new version? Because in manifesting them back, right, you're going to have to fully buy in that this is a new version now. Right, so as much as you allow yourself to buy into the possibility of them coming back and coming back in a brand new version and coming back for good, that isn't the entire shebang right there. So if too much fucking happened and you're humanly just not capable of overriding that shit, the best thing is for you to just heal and move on. This is my honest, just human to human advice. That would be my advice. I mean, again, it's your life. Do what you want. And anything is certainly possible. It's just, do you want to go through that much of an effort when you could just heal and move on? Okay, but it's entirely yours. I'm never going to say that something is impossible. All right, so this experiment, I'll give you a couple of examples and maybe you can get inspired from this. So before I got engaged, I had this like little kind of like game. Just to kind of, again, just to play around. I mean, I've been playing this game consciously for such a long time now. And so for me, is not a big deal at all. And so just for fun, Once I decided to manifest my SP back, but obviously we weren't together still. And again, this is entirely your decision. It's not their decision. It's your decision. So just remember that. I was in a store, in like a specialty food store that I sometimes go to. And, every time I would go there, just, like regular people would be there, And by regular, I mean like old people. I'm sorry, like in their 90s or something, like buying like caviar and, fancy crackers and shit like that. So I wanted to make myself like feel good. I'm sorry. Watch, I'll be 90 one day and somebody will be making fun of me. No, that's not possible. I'll still be looking exactly the same way. I'm sorry. And so every time I would go there, that would be like the clientele, all right, that would show up there. And so before leaving my house, I had this intention, like, you know what, let me play around with the universe and let me see this kind of, I have a type, okay, of a guy, and I will see like several people like that, several men like that, who all of a sudden would start hitting on me, start paying attention on me. Now, before that, I wasn't really in the mood. I wasn't really like, wanting to do that, because I was just so busy and I was like thinking about my SP and la la la. But just for fun, I wanted to do that. And literally, the minute I walked into that store, there were like 5 or 6 guys like that. Like seriously, out of nowhere. I don't know where they came out, like out of the ground or something. I'm so sorry. I'm not even lying. And like 2 of them asked me out, okay? One of them was with another girl and still was like staring at me, and I was like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with that. But like it was literally my deliberate intention, and I had no resistance towards it. And all of them like had blue eyes, and all of them had blonde hair. It was as if like they were cloned or something. I don't know. I'm just saying, it was hilarious. But the point is that this is basically universe totally like saying, hey, whatever you want, as long as you don't have resistance towards it. So if you can manifest, if I can manifest, and you of course also can manifest like suitors, potential suitors, just out of nowhere, okay? I've never seen men like that in that store before, and all of a sudden I'm seeing like multiple versions of them, okay? How much easier is then to manifest somebody you already know what they look like, what they sound like, how they are. Okay, sure, certain things you want to change about them and this and that, right? So I guess the point I'm trying to make is that it's not that hard at all. The idea is for you to change your confidence, to change your energy, and to really make peace with it being super easy. As long as you don't have any resistance towards it, any resentment, which we can work on as well in coaching. So understand this will solely be tailored towards manifesting your SP. Like not much else other than your confidence, what you need to do, what kind of habits you need to develop, etc., beliefs, of course, but tailored towards manifesting your SP. Okay, another example I can give, when I really decided, and again, it was years since I've been dating those 2 men. And I never thought of them, right? I never thought of them. But one day I was like, you know what, it would be fun? It would be really fun if those 2 assholes came and apologized to me, but sincerely, and really went out of their way, okay? Like really went, so that I knew that this is not an accident, this is completely on purpose. And wouldn't you know, like within that week, I'm not even joking, within that, it's so scary. I think one of them literally emailed me like maybe 2 days later or something, like super scary. And I was like in my bathtub checking my emails, and I'm like, his email popped up, and I'm like, holy shit, bananas. This is cuckoo. And he wrote me like a fucking novel, okay? Like, oh no, you were always so great and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh God, wow. I was really stunned. And another one like sometime later that week. But You see, it's like the quantum field receives your message and responds. Whatever the fuck you want. Whatever the fuck you want. It takes a decision and for you to be on purpose and deliberate and confident in your choices and not thinking that the universe is against you or anything is going to stop it. So if this resonates with you, if this makes sense, and again, please listen to this more than once. I've just outlined a lot of things, the conditions and the caveats and whatever. If this is for you, go ahead and book. Go ahead and book a conversation with me. We can apply it for that month. Again, it may take you a little bit longer, but if you're zeroed in on your SP and your SP alone, this is a package for you. Okay, I hope this helps you. All the information again for me is below. Until next time, ciao, ciao.